Joseph Tully. Joseph, thank you so much for being with us today. Okay, so this case is taking place in Iowa. Court proceedings just have gotten underway there. We're playing a lot of unaired testimony in this case because we have a 4-hour embargo. But what we're doing now, we're listening to, this is an ex-girlfriend of a man who has already been found guilty in this case. She's talking about Luisma. That's who she dated. And what she's testifying about is there seemed to be this love triangle between the victim in this case, her, and Luisma, who you're taking a look at right now. Can you put that together for us? What is the state? What is the prosecutor trying to show with bringing her into this situation? So she's testifying that she had said to Luisma there, it's either going to be me or her.
Sure. So, what I think the prosecutor is doing here is they have to lay out everything. This jury hasn't heard all the facts from the first trial, which was Luisma. And so they have to lay out everything. And what I think the prosecutor is doing here is they're putting more blame on Luisma. They're really showing the evidence that makes him look guilty. And we know he was found guilty by a jury previous to this trial. And by then linking in Dakota later, they can show, look, we know, Luisma is guilty. Now we've shown you how linked Luisma is with Dakota, and therefore his guilt and his culpability must transfer over to this defendant.
So Joseph, defense counsel said in opening statements that, all right, fine. Basically, we concede that my client, evidence is going to show that he was there, that he was around Luisa. He was around the victim on this particular day in question in which the incident took place. But mere presence doesn't mean he did it or is guilty of first-degree murder. That's what she said in her opening statement. What do you think of that kind of statement to set this trial up for her and her client?
So I think that that's all she has in this case. I think that was the best defense, and that's what she's going with. That's her ethical duty, to be a zealous advocate and to present that to the jury. I thought she did that very well. However, I don't think it's a good defense. We have here that the defendant, is apparently on video, allegedly, with Luisma buying the machetes, buying the gloves. We have his phone tracking with the victims in this case. We have him going with Luisma after the time of the alleged killing, according to biometric data and looking at all the evidence, and buying cigars. And they're caught on video, smoking the cigars, apparently in celebration. So it's really not a good case for the defense at all.
No, absolutely not. Joseph, thanks so much for your insight on this. Now, coming up, we're going to have the rest of the ex-girlfriend's testimony in what we're calling the Machete Murder Plot Trial for Dakota Van Patten. Plus, Karen Reed back in court. But this time, it will be to face off against the O'Keefe family. This is in a wrongful death suit. Court TV's Matt Johnson joins us live next with everything